The server tries to find the IP address from the domain name because it cannot understand the domain name directly. It means servers communicate using IP addresses, not domain names. When you enter a domain name, the system needs to translate it into an IP address. This translation is done by the DNS, means domain name system. Only after finding the correct IP address, the server can process the request. The final explanation: servers can't understand domain names, so they need to convert them into IP addresses using DNS. After getting the domain name, the server tries to find its IP address in a use directory called the DNS server, means domain name system server. It means when you type a domain name, your device doesn't know its IP address yet. It sends a request to the DNS server, which acts like a phone directory. The DNS server matches the domain name with its corresponding IP address. Once the IP address is found, your browser can communicate with the correct server. The final explanation: the DNS server works like a phone book, helping find the IP address linked to a domain name. Example: just like if we have a person name, we can find their Aadhaar number from a long directory. The same way, we can find a domain name's IP address using a DNS server. It means a domain name is like a person name. An IP address is like their Aadhaar number, unique and used for identification. A DNS server acts like the directory that matches names to Aadhaar numbers. So, when you give a domain name, the DNS finds and returns the corresponding IP address. The final explanation: just like a name helps us find someone's Aadhaar number in a directory, a domain name helps find the IP address using DNS. Once the IP address is found, The browser sends the request to the respective server. The DNS server returns the IP address of the website. The browser uses this IP address to locate the correct server. The browser then sends a request, usually an HTTP or HTTPS request to the server. The server receives the request and prepares a response like sending back the website content. The final explanation: after getting the IP address, the browser connects the correct server to load the website. The server then processes the request and sends back the content of the website that the client wants. It means the server receives the request from the browser. It processes the request to understand what the client is asking for. The server then retrieves the required data like a web page, images, or videos, etc. It sends the content back to the browser. The browser then displays the websites to the user. The final explanation: the server processes the request and sends the website content back to the browser for display. If you are using a wireless internet connection like 3G, 4G, 5G, or other mobile data, the data first travels through optical fiber cables to mobile towers. From the towers, signals are transmitted to your cell phones and PCs using electromagnetic waves. It means the internet backbone uses optical fiber cables to carry data at high speed. These cables are connected to mobile towers. The mobile towers convert data into electromagnetic waves. These waves are wirelessly transmitted to your mobile phones or computers. Your device then receives and decodes this data for internet access. The final explanation: in mobile data, internet signals travel through optical cables to towers and then wirelessly to your device using electromagnetic waves. If you are using a router, the optical fiber connects to it and converts light signals into electrical signals. Then, using Ethernet cables, the internet is delivered to your computer, providing the required information. It means optical fiber cables carry internet data as light signals. These cables connect to your router or modem. The router converts light signals into electrical signals. Using Ethernet cables, these electrical signals are sent to your computer or other devices. Your device then receives the internet data and displays the required information. The final explanation: routers convert light signals from optical fiber into electrical signals and send them to your devices through Ethernet cables. Next, let's talk about the IP address. IP address stands for Internet Protocol Address. It means it is a unique numerical label assigned to each device connected to a computer network that uses the Internet Protocol for communication. An IP address serves two main purposes. First one, identification. It identifies the specific device on the network. Second one, location addressing. It provides the location of the device in the network so that data can be sent and received correctly. Types of IP addresses. IPv4 uses 32 bits. Example 192.168.1.1. IPv6 uses 128 bits. For example, if the internet is like a postal system, the IP address is like your home address. It tells the network where to deliver your data. Every PC and local machine is having an IP address, and that IP address is provided by the Internet Service Providers ISPs. It means every PC or local machine has an IP address. A personal computer or local machine or any device like a laptop, desktop, or server in a network must have an IP address to communicate over a network. The IP address works like the device's unique identity on that network. Without an IP address, the device cannot send or receive data. IP address is provided by the Internet Service Provider. ISP means Internet Service Provider, the company that gives you Internet access. Example, BSNL, Airtel, Jio. The ISP assigns an IP address to your connection so that your device can be identified on the internet. These are some sets of rules which govern the flow of data. Whenever a device is connected to the internet, it differentiates computers, websites, and routers. Just like human identification cards, like Aadhaar cards, PAN cards, or any other unique identification documents. It means the Internet Protocol is the collection of rules that control how data moves between devices on the Internet. These rules ensure that data reaches the correct destination without confusion. An IP address is unique for each device or network point. It tells the internet whether the device is a computer, website server, or router, and where exactly it is located in the network. Just like Aadhaar card, PAN card, or other IDs uniquely identify people. An IP address uniquely identifies devices on a network. This ensures no two devices on the same network have the same address at the same time. Every laptop and desktop has its own unique IP address for identification. It's an important part of the internet technology. It means every laptop and desktop has a unique IP address. Each device, laptop or desktop connected to a network is assigned an IP address. This address is unique within the network so that data is sent to the correct device. The IP address acts like a digital identity for the device. It helps other devices and servers know where to send information. Without IP address, devices could not find or communicate with each other over the internet. IP addressing is a core component of internet communication and working. An IP address is displayed as a set of four digits numbers. It means an IPv4 address is written as four numbers separated by dots. Example 192.154.3.29. This format is called dotted decimal notation. Each number can be from 0 to 255. This is because each octet is made up of 8 bits, and 8 bits can store values from 0 to 255. Since each of the four numbers can be 0 to 255, there are over 4 billion possible IPv4 addresses in total. Next, we will discuss the World Wide Web, WWW. The World Wide Web is a collection of all the web pages and web documents that you can see on the internet by searching their URLs, means Uniform Resource Locator on the internet. It means World Wide Web. It is a part of the internet that contains all publicly accessible web pages and web documents. These web pages and documents are stored on web servers all over the world. Each web page or document has a unique address called a URL, means Uniform Resource Locator. You can see these pages by entering their URL into a web browser like Chrome, Firefox, or Edge. The www connects millions of websites, so you can easily browse from one to another using hyperlinks. You need an active internet connection to access the World Wide Web. For example, www.mahindra.org is the URL of the GFG website, and all the content of this site, like web pages and all the web documents, are stored on the World Wide Web, or in other words, the World Wide Web is an information retrieval service of the web. It means example URL www.mahindra.org is an example of a uniform resource locator, which is the unique address of a website. This URL points to a specific website. The site contains different web pages like home, about, services, and web documents like PDFs, images, videos, and articles. All these web pages and documents are stored on the World Wide Web. The www acts as an information retrieval service, meaning it allows users to search, access, and view information from different websites. By entering the URL into a web browser, the required web content is fetched from the www and displayed on your screen in your device. It provides users with a huge array of documents that are connected to each other by means of hypertext or hypermedia links. It means the World Wide Web offers users access to a very large number of documents. These documents are linked to each other, allowing easy navigation from one to another. If the links are text based, they are called hypertext links, means clickable words or phrases. If the links include other media like images, videos, or audios along with text, they are called hypermedia links. These links make it quick and easy for users to move between related information without manually searching for each page. Here, hyperlinks are known as electronic connections that link the related data so that users can easily access the related information. Hypertext allows the user to pick a word or phrase from text and using this keyword or word or phrase can access other documents that contain additional information related to that keyword or phrase. It means hyperlinks are electronic connections between pieces of related data on the web. They help users quickly access related information without manually searching. Hypertext is text that contains one or more hyperlinks. The user can click on a word or phrase in the hypertext to open related information. The clicked word acts as a keyword to locate and open other documents. These linked documents provide extra or detailed information about the selected word, phrase, or keyword.